What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me. So, today I am going to conduct an interview with my one and only sister, Jennifer Starr McCollum. Just getting her point of view as a sister growing up with a gay brother. So, my first question for you, Jennifer. First of all, Jennifer, I want to thank you so much for sort of kind of setting this up and doing this for my channel. I really, really appreciate it, and I love you.
You're welcome.
All right, so my first question is, around what age were you? We're 4 years apart, so around what age were you when you had an idea that I was gay? What were your feelings about it? And yeah, what were your feelings about that?
Okay, wow. So you gotta, okay, let's consider that we grew up in a household that loved the Lord and things of that nature.
Right.
Um, it's not that we had a lot of bashing to go against gay people. Um, our pastor never really talked about it a whole lot at
No.
all in church. So I didn't have a whole lot of feelings about it. All that I knew was what was going on out in the world. And that was very limited as well because our parents, in my opinion, were very great. They did not expose us to a whole lot very young. We had our innocence for a very long time. So, um, what was the question?
At what age were you when you
Okay.
began to have the idea that I was gay? Not knowing for sure that I was gay, but when was it that you sort of kind of started to pick up on things and realize that, oh my goodness, I think Jonathan might be gay?
I never had that conversation with myself.
Wow.
I never said, "Oh, Jonathan's gay." All I knew is that you were different and that you did things that other boys weren't supposed to do, but it was all in the safety of the house. Everything that you did that was more feminine, it wasn't looked at as if you were, "Oh no, what is he doing?" It was just a normal day. If you're in mama's heels, uh, oh wait, or as we played at the top of our stairs as if we were the praise team, wrapped up in quilts as if we had on dresses. I
Yes.
mean, all of that. I mean, I didn't look at it as a bad thing. I just looked at it as that was just us. And as far as going into like saying that you're gay or thinking you were gay or anything like that, um, ugh, maybe not even in middle school, maybe more like high school, because it's like I said, we held on to our innocence for like a really long time. And all that I saw about gay people was that they were bashed and they were made fun of. That's all I knew about homosexuality. People just looked at them as horrible. And the only thing that I felt, I was just concerned about how people would react to you outside of our house.
Mm.
How people would treat you outside the house. I never felt a way about the things that you did or anything because that was just you. I didn't know anything else for you to be. So, yeah, I just was only concerned about what people felt outside, which is why I don't know, I think I was like curious. No, I wasn't. I wasn't. I wasn't curious because I'm coming to see now you didn't share a whole lot with us.
True
So
that.
it's like I just didn't know what to think. All I knew was what I saw. So yeah, I didn't have a real age that I started saying, "Hey, Jonathan's gay."
Gotcha. All right. So moving on, I think I was around 17 or 18 when we sat down and I initially came out to you, but I came out to you as bisexual. I remember saying that, maybe one day I might get married to a woman, and yeah, all that good kind of stuff that many of us in the LGBTQ plus community do when we initially come out, to kind of soften the blow. So, what were your thoughts when I said those words? Did you believe me wholeheartedly? Did you actually believe that I might marry a woman one day? What was your thought process, while I was saying those words to you?
Mostly, I was only concerned about what people would think. Um, and not that I would want you to change for other people. I just didn't want anybody to be mean to my brother. That's really all that I was thinking is like, oh my gosh, like what? I just don't want people to be mean to him because all we saw were people bullying you. Now I know that that's exactly what was going on in your life. And I just didn't want any of that to happen to you. That's literally my only concern. And especially at that moment, I was like, I was in a space where like you know who you are, and if you say you're bisexual, okay, because um, being that you're my brother and my family, I just took you for your word. Like, oh, okay. Now, as far as you saying that you
Wow.
would marry a woman, once again, I took you at your word. But the marry a woman thing, I was like, I didn't see that. I didn't see that you would have a close relationship with a woman. I didn't see that. Maybe that was my propheticals kicking up at that moment, but I promise you, I did not see that for you. Um, yeah, I that's how I felt. I just didn't want anybody to be mean to you, and yeah, because we had it rough anyway. We went back and forth for a very long time, and now I see that it's because of what was going on with you. Um, it's like it seemed like school was being let out on the family. But, you know, yeah, all we can do is continue to move forward and continue to stay open with each other as far as what's going on in our lives. But yeah, the way I felt back then is the way I feel now. Do you, boo?
Gotcha. So, one question that I didn't tell you that I was going to ask you before I get to my last question. Um, do you feel as though the fact that you grew up with me in the house being gay is the reason why gays tend to flock towards you? Because you are so comfortable in those circles, you are so comfortable in those, gay bars, and the whenever we used to go out from time to time on Friday nights when both of us were off, and the gays just they love you. What do you think that's because you grew up with me, or what do you think that is?
At the core, I think it's because I have just a genuine love for people. And just like I talked about for your first question, all I knew about the gays or the LGBTQ, no, I only knew about gays. I didn't know about, the transgender community or anything like that. Um, all I knew is that people were mean to them. And I don't like that. Why would you be mean
Right.
to people? You can't be mean to people. That's not nice. So, um, so at my core, I want to show love to people, period. And Um, it's mostly because of the people that were in my life. A good friend of mine that has passed away, his name is Joseph, God rest his soul. He was one of the first, like, real feminine gay men that I was around when I was working at Pizza Hut, and he was my assistant manager. We had a lot of great fun nights together, and we really enjoyed each other. Not saying that I felt a way towards gay people, but I didn't have a lot of gay people in my life, openly gay people in my life. Ooh, that's a whole nother story. Oh, that tickled me.
Okay.
Whew. Okay. So, as far as Joseph, God rest his soul, and another young man named Derek, they are both gay, and they were just living their lives, and they would bring me out to gay clubs and gay bars and things of that nature, and we would even go to the lesbian bar in Colombia called Alley Cats. I don't
Oh,
know how
wow.
old
I've never heard
it's
of it.
old, right? No, it's I think it's old and gone. Who knows?
Okay.
But we would go there for karaoke and stuff because me and Derek, we love to sing in the back of the um, Pizza Hut and everything, and we just had that love for singing, and we would listen to music and stuff. We would share music from LimeWire and BearShare, and
Okay. And Morpheus.
okay, all that. And we would have great R&B mixes or whatever. So we would take that love over to the karaoke. And one thing I loved about Joseph, and Joseph, mainly Joseph, he made me feel very safe at Alley Cats because, I'm not saying I had a healthy fear of women coming up to me, but I was just concerned. Here's the reason why. Go with me here.
I'm coming with you.
The reason why I was concerned is because I am a wonderful woman. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
freaking amazing, marriage
Yeah.
material, and I had that on me, and I knew that. Okay, and I just didn't want anybody to believe that I was a lesbian as well, because I would not be able to move forward in a relationship with them because I know that I want to be with a man.
Right.
So, Joseph, he would help swat the little bit. Shoot, shoot, shoot! I want you. So that going into those spaces made me more and more comfortable, and also it's like he only had to do that like 2 times out of all the times that we've gone out together, so it made me see like it's not like the whole bar's gonna come at me and say, ooh, fresh meat,
Right.
let's get at
Exactly.
her. So I had really good gay friends. I love them. I love them. God bless you. But having that experience made me more comfortable, and um, looking back and realizing a lot of the people that I knew in my past, it wasn't turned out to be gay. They decided to come out and be their true selves, and that's awesome.
Hmm.
And it really opened up my eyes to things. But the I can't even say the icing on the cake. The icing, the ice cream, the cherry, and all the nuts, because I really enjoy my nuts. I like the pecans, the walnuts, and everything. So all of that is like you have cake, the foundation with my work friends. Then you have all the extra. That came from you, Jonathan, making me watch during a vacation in Myrtle Beach for my mother's birthday, our mother's birthday.
Yes.
Um, you made me watch the 2 seasons of Noah's Ark. And I mean, made me watch the 2 seasons of Noah's Ark. And it truly opened up the my view, because on TV back then we were hardly seeing any mm, black representation. I can't even say hardly. We haven't seen any black gay representation on
Right.
TV like that.
Not at all. Not at
And
all.
what I loved about Noah's Ark, it was just regular life. It wasn't a fantasy. And there were two committed couples there going through the ups and downs of relationship from their point of view, which it's just amazing to me. One couple had a child. I thought that was amazing.
Hmm.
And just seeing them go through their lives and the friendship that they had. And the ups and downs that you go through being a gay black man in America, they tackled a lot of issues, and I learned so much. I still love the show. I need to purchase over and over again both of those seasons as well as the movie. That movie really brought
Yeah,
everything together, and
it really did.
I felt at peace, because I was
Yes.
super upset, with it being canceled and, no longer available. Like when I become rich, I would love to fund something to make that happen again, whether it be with all the original characters as well as some new characters to bring some fresh meat to it or something. But I would love to make that happen again because I feel that representation needs to be there a lot more.
Right, because there was like the biggest cliffhanger at the end of season two with Wade getting in an accident with his boyfriend and Noah
Mhm.
coming to his side, and then that was it. And so I was so relieved when they had that movie. That is, yeah, yeah. I love Noah's Ark. I still have those DVDs. Unfortunately, I don't know where they are, but I technically still have them. So, my last question for you is in 2012, I by 2012, I've been watching this YouTube channel that I told you guys before in one of my videos, The Scorpion Show. I'd gotten very close with one of the hosts of the show, Kevin, and I had seen him in person before, and Kevin was going to be in Atlanta for his birthday that year, and I decided that I was going to go, and I invited my sister. So how did you feel when I asked you to join me in Atlanta with Kevin and them?
You just say Kevin and them.
Yes.
Anywho, um, wow. I don't know. I was just ready because, I'm a traveler. I love a good drive. I love a good time. So, I was flattered. I really was. I didn't think that you would want me available in those spaces. And I knew we'd have a good time either way. It's like I'm one of those kind of people. I do understand that people need their space, people need their time with their friends and everything. But for you to invite me to something like that was kind of major. And there were so many like events and things that happened that during that time frame that we were invited to. I didn't feel bad that I was the only girl, like literally the whole time.
Because that is your life. You are the only girl in the group of men, and that's it. And you're okay with that.
Whether whether it is gay or straight, it's usually that. And I do always say it's whether they're gay or straight, it's always good to have some extra testosterone in the room. I don't know what it is; it just balances things out, because estrogen is so powerful. Anywho, um, being there was super duper major, and it absolutely put held up a mirror to our relationship, you and me, Jonathan.
Hmm.
Um, how we were able to, do the whole hotel thing, stay together in a room, no problems, um, and dress up, go to a lovely night in VIP. That was marvelous.
Yes.
I even bought a whole entire dress for that situation, and I had a whole heap of fun on top of couches with my shoes off. It was amazing, and it was cold. I think I got somewhat of a cold, but it was worth it because I looked good.
I
That's what
definitely
matters.
got a I definitely got a cold. I absolutely got a cold afterwards. Yes.
Oh well,
Yeah.
beauty hurts. Anywho, but Dennis, when we were at Lennox and we were all just sitting down eating, and Dennis, I guess he was just paying attention to us, and because we are certainly through and through brother and sister. If you see us together, you know that we are certainly brother and sister and good friends.
Yeah.
So. It looked like he was noticing our relationship, how we talk, and he was telling us that I love your relationship. And it's like, you know what? We do have something special.
They
It
do.
really is great, and we do our best to understand each other, and I think that's beautiful. And oh yeah, I wanted to. Can I go back to your last question about
Sure.
being comfortable with the LGBT community? Um, uh, I just believe that. Well, first of all, I don't like how I can't automatically say like people like on a Housewives of Atlanta and all that
Yeah.
stuff, or different shows try to use stereotypes of the community to I don't know, get better, gain more popularity, and I mean I can kind of see why, because the LGBTQ community, they are some of the most loyal follow
Absolutely. That's exactly what it
followers
is.
and
When
fans.
we ride for you till the wheels fall off.
Yes, and I hate how so much has been taken and repurposed to be, oh, that's just the girl thing. Like, no, no.
Mm,
That's another thing. When I watched Paris is Burning, just hearing all of the lingo that's been going on way back when, I was like,
yeah.
we all must learn our history.
Yes,
Anywho,
absolutely.
um, but being in the space with more coworkers that were openly gay, yeah, after Pizza Hut, I worked at another company. I don't even know if I want to say the name of the company. I don't work there anymore. Teleperformance, and
Okay.
that was I had a lot of great friends, and those are some of the best lesbian people that I met. Because all the lesbians that I met before, all the relationships were so horrible. I was like, Lord Jesus, it's so toxic. Um, the only no shade to anybody, but the only really good lesbian relationships that I've seen were some of the friends that I have on Facebook and the ones on TV. Because personally, being there in the moment, I have I haven't seen the best of the lesbian relationships. Some of them have been so tumultuous. Oh gosh, I'm about to share things that I don't need to be sharing right now. So I'm going to move forward. But
Please do.
yes, life life has blessed me with a lot of LGBT people in my life. Um, and being around them, I feel like I exude my joy, and they gravitate towards that as well. I love to partay. So I would be, I have no problem with dancing on my own, like Robin says.
Yes,
So I've always had great times at the kickbacks and all that stuff. I just do my best not to bring drama, and I think that's why I am welcome. I think that answers that question. But being there for Kevin's birthday, it was amazing. Oh gosh, and I cried. Did they get that on the video?
I yes, they did. At the brunch, yes, they definitely did. They did. Absolutely. It's
I'm
still on YouTube.
emotional. Mm.
It is still on YouTube.
Yeah. So, so we had a great time, and I felt the brotherhood, the sisterlyhood, or whatever. And I mean, I always call myself old just because I'm older than you, and I just felt the connections there. I felt the love there. Everything was just so sweet and nice. Such great people. There wasn't a mean person in the bunch. Not a
Right.
whole lot of shadiness going on. It was amazing, which is why I will continuously go up to Philly to support as much as possible, because they're just really great people.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Jennifer, for joining me for this interview. This was only part one. We will do a part two at a later date. But thank you guys for joining us. Thank you so much for your support. Please subscribe, like, comment, share, or do all that good stuff for us. And once again, thank you all so much for joining us here. And I love you guys. Peace out.
Bye.